Well, hello there, guys. Welcome back to some more Strategic Command. I first of all want to thank everybody for being a part of this Let's Play. I'm having a lot of fun here. Obviously, we are in 1944 and trying to bring Germany to its knees a lot sooner than history would allow. We're going to see if it actually works, but first of all, we want to go ahead and keep moving towards Paris, gay old Paris, and attack with our men here, try to take over the city. And I'm thinking the first thing we want to do is try to get these tanks over here near Paris, start attacking the fighters here, and really just try to push ourselves into the city. We've got to take this city quickly, and we can certainly take it a lot faster if we start attacking with tanks. Of course, we also have to keep our eyes on all the guns here, but that's why we've got some more landing craft. We can bring some more men out, and actually right here, we can go ahead and get to Caen with some epic tanks. We've also got these Canadian tanks. Excuse me, guys. And I'm going to get the Canadian tanks behind Paris right here. Boom. See if we can't take Paris out entirely. Well, take the enemy at Paris out entirely. In fact, I'm going to try to bomb them. Boom. One more attack with that bomber, and I think we can go ahead and move into Paris ourselves. So we're going to go ahead and hit them again. We've shattered the enemy around Paris, guys, and I think the Canadian tanks are going to be the first to get there. Nope, it looks like it's going to be our first corps from the UK. Paris has been liberated. That is pretty cool stuff, and obviously we've got a lot of work to do, but this is a nice start. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over here near Le Havre. Before I attack with the infantry, I'm going to start firing with my battleships, see if we can at the very least lessen the defenses here. Although it looks like we haven't been too successful attacking this area with our battleships or anything like that. We're still going to try, at least maybe cause some confusion amongst the lines. And now I'll attack with the Canadian infantry. We've got some British infantry over here, and I think they could probably wipe out the enemy here. Beautiful. So let's move in. And now Le Havre is also under our control. But it's not over yet. We've got to keep on moving out. We've got to keep trying to encircle the enemy. We know that there's definitely Germans in the south, but there's not a lot of Germans in the south, as we learned from our intelligence reports. So we've got to keep hitting this area. I think one thing is get these British tanks the hell out of here. And the only way to do that is going to be to move up here ourselves. So let's go ahead. Now the British tanks should be able to move, but they're not in the best place, not in the best area, and I think that's because they're kind of pushed up here along the coast, and they've been out of supply for a few days, so we're going to have to think of another way to get help to those British tanks, of course. Over here at Portsmouth, we should be able to transport some infantry, and I don't want to make a transport, I want to make an amphibious transport. It costs a bit more, I think, but I think it's worth it. Let's see if we have any other units we could use for amphibious transport. Doesn't look like it, but we can at least try and bomb these areas and do some damage. Defensive anti-aircraft fire. I was a little bit worried about that, to be honest with you. It just doesn't look like at Calais we're going to be able to do a lot of damage with bombers. I think it's probably because of that AA fire. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm actually going to go ahead and take this bomber. Maybe send him elsewhere, send him over here near Nantes. At least here we're a little more in control, not by much. But we could see, for instance, that there are Romanian troops here to the south. So we know, and Hungarian troops. We know the enemy doesn't have the best defenses here in the south. Not really a lot of defenses at all. So let's go ahead and attack Tours. France is coming along very nicely, although it's probably a good idea for us to start getting some reinforcements for our men here. Also, if you look over here, there's a German tank division. I don't like that one bit. I'm going to try to damage it as much as I can, but they're going to keep on pushing through without a doubt. So I'll move my infantry over here, and I would love to get some more allies on the beach here. We probably can manage that. So let's actually go into our production phase. And I'm going to get some heavy tanks for our Brits. So let's go ahead and purchase that. It's a pretty damn expensive, I'm not going to lie to you. Let's go to our US and get some more heavy tanks. Actually, just get some regular tanks. We'll get them some advanced tanks, some anti-aircraft defense, some mobility. Once again, it's going to be expensive, but I think it's worth it. And we'll also get some armies. Of course, we want to give them some infantry weapons, increase those attack values, and purchase that as well. I think at least for now that's going to be more than enough. So I'm going to head over to, well, first let me see if we can move these Canadians. No, it doesn't look like we can. let's go ahead and see if we can move to Italy. And over here, we do have some enemies stuck at Siena. This is probably our best opportunity to wipe them out. So I'm going to go ahead and attack, but once again, look at that. Even with them being completely cut off, they still have an advantage here in Siena. It's unbelievable. So I think I'm instead going to attack here in the north, go north towards Lombardy there. But it's going to take us a while to get there, and it might be in our best interest to try and get some reinforcements for a lot of these men. Like this one, for instance. Let's go ahead and get max reinforcements. Since we already spent some points on our Brits, we're not going to be able to necessarily get those max reinforcements as quickly as we wish we could. Nonetheless, I'm going to do my best here. I'll actually move these guys off the front and try to move these guys in their place, but no, I think those mountains are just too difficult to get to. We can certainly move there with our tanks, though, and begin an attack. Good shooting, boys. If we keep moving like this, we're going to be able to take Italy quite easily. They're definitely going to have to get some reinforcements there. In fact, I'm going to attack Siena, even though our odds of winning are not very good. It seems to be a nice fortified position. So we'll start moving our British infantry up the coastline here. And we'll also bring in some bombers, because why the hell not? Try to wipe out these Germans. And a beautiful hit by our bombers there in San Marino. Just absolutely bombed. Hope we didn't destroy any of the casinos, but it's a very nice attack. And let's see if we can do anything else. I don't think so. We might have some bombers here, though. No, they've got way too many aircraft defenses. Let's bomb Siena, but they're going to defend no matter what. Looks like that infantry unit, the 14th Army, might have some actual anti-aircraft weapons, which is something that I don't usually expect. We also can't forget about these partisan units. We're still trying to take Tirana, the capital of Albania, but it looks like they're doing okay. They evaded some damage. We evaded some damage. Everybody is still fighting. Now, we did take Dubrovnik over here, so that's definitely a plus, but we've got to get into Serbia here, go to Belgrade with our partisan units, our Yugoslav partisan units. I think Josip Broz Tito would be in charge of these guys. Start attacking and see if we can't take the city of Belgrade. If we can't, we'll just keep going north and disrupting all the German and Axis supply lines that we can, of course. And we're going to keep on moving with our Red Army, of course. So let's go to Jassy. It doesn't look like we're going to get a lot of damage there, but look at this. All of the troops that we basically trapped last turn, they're still here. And sooner or later, we can start attacking them. I definitely want to crush these guys, so I'm going to throw some men here. Try to take out this Panzer Grenadier unit. I'll even bomb them if I need to. Because they're getting way too close to General Tolbukin. So let's move General Tolbukin here. Cut off more rail lines here. We're just trapping as many German units as we can, guys. And we'll start attacking these Romanians. Boom! There we go. I didn't expect to do any damage. Well, they did 2 to us, so not the greatest situation, but I'll take it. And we'll also try to bomb this area here. Of course, the Germans are going to have some interceptors. They're starting to realize that the Soviets are overrunning them big time, and that cannot be good news for them at all. I don't blame them. And it actually looks like they managed to fight back pretty well, but we also managed to do 2 damage to them. So, you know, obviously we took some damage, but we gave some out too. Keep attacking. And actually, I almost want to keep going because we could actually hit this German HQ unit right there. That might actually work out better for us. Let's go for it, guys. Hitting Schomer's HQ. I'm sure he's calling home to Berlin, terrified. These damn Russians are overrunning me. What do I do? Well, hold your damn position, number 1. Go ahead. Come on, boys. These are Romanians. You could do better than that. Let's go ahead and move forward. Attack. And there we go. At Stanislavov, we've actually done some pretty serious damage. Let's see if we can go ahead and hit this unit right here. The German Infantry Corps. I think we can probably crush them. Let's see if we can fire off some artillery. Nice! We're doing a lot of damage to these guys. And another German infantry group completely shattered. That's what I like to see, guys. Of course, we still got these Germans near Kovel, and it would be great to go ahead and try to do some damage, but I'm going to see if these partisans can liberate Pinsk, and they certainly can. I'm also going to take this unit right here. This is, of course, our mechanized division, and I'm going to hit their anti-tank division. I know what you're thinking. Don't attack an anti-tank division with a mechanized division, but they're pretty weakened, let's be honest, and I think we can probably destroy them. With this anti-tank division, we'll go ahead and attack with our infantry, and I'm pretty sure we can wipe them out and go ahead and move our men into Minsk, which, as you can imagine, is a huge victory if we can take it this turn. Beautiful. Look at that, guys. Move these tanks in. They also need reinforcements, but I think just to get this attack going a little faster, I'm going to forego the reinforcements for now. Move some more tanks in here. See if we can totally destroy the 39th Tank Army. That would be incredible. I think these guys have attacked already. No, they haven't. Beautiful. And we might be able to shatter this division. I think that would be a huge plus. Oh, we're not quite close enough. Maybe our rocket artillery can get a shot off next turn. I mean, it's not like they're going to do a lot of damage with that many men. There's really nothing there, so I might even bring in our bombers, and I think they can probably get the job done, and we have shattered that tank division. The 39th Division is no more, my friends. So let's keep on moving through. We could attack Vilno, which is probably not a bad idea, but I think the best thing to do is keep moving through the enemy lines and just eating up all of this area from them, just taking everything. As you can see, we've almost completely taken Poland back, which is pretty nice. We still got a lot of work to do, but this is a move in the right direction, to put it simply. Okay, we're not going to be able to move with them, but we've got all these Germans stuck behind the lines. Let's go ahead and move forward, attack. And since they're cut off, I don't think they're going to be really much of a threat. Let's also move this guy back, because we can move our beautiful armored train. Hasn't seen much action since the Russian Civil War, but it's doing just fine. And we'll also keep moving through the woods here. Okay, the Germans still have some fight left in them. Let's not lie. Get this guy behind. Ostrov. Come on, boys. You want to liberate your cities, don't you? Save your children from the terrible German menace. As you can see, the attacks we're doing right now are so damn powerful. These guys are getting just completely smashed. It's looking beautiful, my friends. I'm going to bring in some bombers, too. See if we can just completely wipe them out. Of course, we're going to have some German interceptors. But maybe our escorts can deal with them. Nice. I can deal with that. These guys definitely need to reinforce. So let's get some max reinforcements for them. And in the meantime, we'll keep attacking Bischoff. First, let me see if this artillery can fire. Alright, didn't manage to do any damage, but you know what? It's a start. Bring some bombers in as well. And of course, taking Bischoff would be another victory. We're going to be getting really close to that tank division and that garrison unit, which has no will to fight, let's be honest. The last thing they want is to fight against the Red Army. So I really think we want to try and just annihilate these guys this turn, no matter what we have to throw at them. Come on, boys. You can do better than that, men. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, guys, it's looking good. Narva, unfortunately, they keep reinforcing here. It's going to be hard to finally break through Narva, but it doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying. As you can see, they just keep reinforcing that unit. We do damage to it every turn, but the next turn they reinforce. And I think it's because they know if we cut them off in the north, things are just going to get way worse. I mean, things are bad for them already, but losing Narva, it's going to be a complete lost cause. We've also got these garrison units over here, and since the Finns like to push into our territory, let's push into the Finns' territory too. Even though it's just a garrison unit, we might as well go ahead and try to take back some Finnish land. Unfortunately, the Finns are there with their own garrison unit, and they actually, both garrison units fired at each other. No one did any damage. I think we can call it a day there. I don't feel too bad about that. I'm going to move this general forward so he's closer to his men. Let's move our artillery forward as well. We've got some anti-tank units here. Might as well try to cut off the enemy and attack this unit south of Polotsk. And let's go for these Hungarians. In fact, we could also go for that railgun. The Gustav railgun is a serious piece of machinery, and I think killing it as soon as possible is in our best interests. So let's do that. A few more bombers over here that can probably come in. No, they've already done their thing. but we've got some infantry units that are definitely ready to move forward. And we've got some artillery as well as some anti-air that can probably help out here. Come on, General Rossovsky. And here at Vinica, we can probably reinforce the troops next turn. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a turn to do that. I really don't like that German armored car being behind us. It's a pain in the ass, but what can you do? What can you do? So I'm actually going to go here, try to cut off the men at Galati. I'm not even sure if the enemy has men there, but better be safe than sorry. So we'll go here. We'll also reinforce this infantry unit to its full potential. We've got more than enough PP to do it. We'll also do the same here with this guy if we can. If not, we can always wait till next turn. But so far, I think things are going pretty damn good, guys. If you agree, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And obviously, if you want to see more of this Let's Play, let me know in the comments down below. We always like the feedback. It really helps to determine what you guys want to see on this channel. So let's see. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, too bad. That is too bad. Here we go. We've got some infantry. Use those rails, boys. Just making sure we don't have any other partisan units that we could be using here. Thought we had some French partisans, but they might be... There we go. They took Vichy. Let's try to cut off Dijon. And like I said, we're just cutting off all of this area. This French partisan unit is actually really strong. They've liberated Clermont-Ferrand. They've liberated Vichy. This entire area is free France, and it's looking pretty great. So I think at this point, we just got to keep doing what we're doing, guys, and we should do just fine. I'm taking a look over here, seeing if we have any units in North Africa we could eventually bring over. For instance, the guys here at Damascus, they might be able to get over to Italy pretty soon. Speaking of Italy and Greece, in this case, let's try to liberate Greece. So I'm going to send this partisan unit. He's not going to do very well, apparently. So at least we took back Kalamata. Let's try to take back Patras. So now Patras is in our control. And just all of the rebels, all of the partisans that are rising up here, they're helping us big time. So we're going to end the turn now, turn it over to the Germans, and let's hope they don't do anything too crazy, because I think we're doing pretty well right now. Allies liberate France! That's what I'm talking about, guys. Look at that. So now that's free France, and maybe we'll even get some French troops. I'm not sure how that's going to work. France's enthusiasm for the Axis weakens slightly as France is liberated. Excuse me, Franco's the dictator of Spain. As you know, in Strategic Command, a lot of crazy stuff can happen, and one of those things that can happen is Spain can join the war, Portugal can join the war. It really depends. Yugoslav partisans rise up against the occupation. We've got some more Yugoslav partisans. We're just making these guys' lives hell, and more Greek partisans disrupting enemy supplies. Look at that, over all the way at Kavala. Allies liberate Paris. Triumph. De Gaulle returns to lead France. Absolutely amazing, guys. And look at that. Now France is on our side. So we might be getting some French troops soon. That would be awesome. All right. Germany announces the formation of the Volksgrenadier Corps. And that actually strengthens German morale. Volksgrenadier units formed in Berlin. They're getting desperate, let's be honest. Germany announces the formation of a people's militia called the Volkssturm. And of course, these guys are, well, they're just militia. It's pretty simple, but very, very pro-Nazi militia. Investment in the Volkssturm strengthens German resolve. So the Germans are doing their utmost to increase morale. I don't think it's going to work, but we can certainly see what they're going to try here. And I think next is Bucharest. We've got to go to Romania, take Romania out of the war, and hopefully continue our assault. You can see the amount of units we have there in the center, north of the Pripyat marshes. That's going to be an absolute terror for the Germans. See here, they're reinforcing a lot of units. I don't know where they're getting all this PP from, but it's probably from previous battles, because, you know, we basically just destroyed a large part of their army on both sides. So I hope we can get a victory here. Gonna try to bomb us, huh, Germany? we got to be careful here. You can see one of our American tank corps getting cut off there by the Germans. So this is where we have to be careful. We can't overextend, but it's definitely a good start, I think. They're bringing in all of their ships to try to fight us here on the coast. And that submarine is still a pain in the ass. They're bringing in some more submarines. They just wiped out one of our destroyers and actually gave them a national morale bonus. So we've got to be very careful here. And it looks like maybe a counterattack on the Italian front. And definitely, they're doing a lot of damage there to that poor unit near Amen. Alright, German railgun Gustav is trying to destroy our Russian units. And it looks like they're trying to break out of this encirclement. I don't think it's going to work out for them. They've got nothing left. Alright, now they're definitely going to do some damage against those partisans. I'm not surprised. Athens is going to be very hard to take. We might actually need to bring in some troops. Don't think the partisans are going to be able to take it. They can deal with garrison units, but in terms of dealing with regular German soldiers, that's going to be hard. You can see here, even the Finns are not having any success against our Soviet army. And once again, a little overextension by our tanks. We've got to reach them so that they can get the hell out of there and reinforce. Alright, losing some armies, but you can't win without some sacrifice, let's be honest. Oh, we got a German general here in France. Alright, British commandos raid Calais. Very nice. And, of course, the battle is going to turn back to us now. Well, the war, anyway. And pretty awesome, guys. I mean, just the fact that we managed to liberate France, I think it's pretty cool. We're also getting some intelligence reports. We can see that there are some Germans stationed near Bucharest. I expected that, to be honest with you. And taking Romania is going to be tough. So the 6th Shock Army, we're going to drop this for the Soviets. Where should we put these guys? I think we can put them right there. They're going to be very useful in the days to come. But I hope you guys are enjoying this Let's Play so far. I mean, I'm having a blast. Looks like St. Malo is back in German hands. We definitely want to stop that. So I'm immediately going to head over to St. Malo, start trying to take it out. But we can't forget about Brest either. And actually, I should have bombed this with my cruisers as well. But it will all happen in time. Let's go ahead, attack. Nice work, boys. And we just have to keep trying. But you know how this works, guys. We will be back next turn with some more action in Strategic Command. Don't forget to watch the first part of this particular Let's Play and see all the other parts so you see just how far we've come. I really hope you guys will do that. It helps the channel big time, number one, and it helps you guys kind of understand what the hell is going on in this particular Let's Play. So don't forget to do that. I mean, we've taken Paris. It's a huge victory, but we've got a lot of work to do. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and have an awesome, awesome day.